Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Dallas. It's great to be with you tonight. Thank you. And I am thrilled to be here, deep in the heart of Texas, where we just opened a beautiful new Louis Vuitton plant. But I'm with the freedom-loving patriots of the Lone Star State. I love it. There has never been a better time to be a proud Texan. And there's never been a better time to be a proud American. There never has. Never has. So I came from a small town, Alvarado, Texas, where we celebrated the incredible revival of American manufacturing, and we opened up some beautiful places. I'll tell you, this place is doing great, and created, in a very short period of time, an extra 1,000 jobs for Texas. Since my election, we've created 775,000 new jobs across your state, including 70,000 Texas manufacturing jobs. They said those jobs had disappeared, didn't they, huh? Hey, man. Our country is once again living by two simple rules: buy American and hire American. The economy is booming, our people are prospering, our country is thriving, and our nation is stronger than ever before. But the more America achieves, the more hateful and enraged these crazy Democrats become. Crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. At stake in this fight is the survival of American democracy itself. Don't kid yourself. That's what they want. They are destroying this country, but we will never let it happen, not even close. For 3 straight years, radical Democrats have been trying to overthrow the results of a great, great election. Maybe the greatest election in the history of our country. And they want to impose an extreme agenda. They cannot pass it, and they cannot win it at the ballot box. They're not going to win. They're not even going to. They won't come close in 2020. They know it. They know it. They're not going to win it. They say, let's see, what's another idea? What's another idea? How do we win this election? You know, I really don't believe anymore that they love our country. I don't believe it. Crazy Nancy. Think of that. That crazy Nancy. She is crazy. And Shifty Schiff. How about this guy? How about this guy? He makes up my conversation, which was perfect. He makes up my conversation. He sees what I said. It doesn't play well because it was perfect. So he made up a totally false conversation with the Ukrainian president. And we caught him cold. Everybody knew it anyway. See, we did one thing. You always have to do the unexpected. They never thought I'd release the conversation with the Ukrainian president. I want to get him before Congress, and I want to see what he has to say. You know, they say he has immunity. Why would you have immunity for outright fraud? Why do you have immunity? Why? He's a fraud. We're fighting a campaign against leftists, socialists, and globalists who want to return to reckless wars, open borders, rampant crime, and totally disastrous one-way trade deals. We're changing that one around very quickly. They believe America is the world's piggy bank and that your tax dollars should subsidize the economy, military, and defense of every other nation in the world but our own. It's not happening anymore. Our political opposition made its fortune selling out our nation and its citizens, and you know that's what's been happening, and that's why 2016 was so important, and that's why 2020, I can never say it's more important, but you know, it's like the roots of a tree. You plant a baby tree, it's got to catch. Get that extra time. We'll have more tax cuts. We'll have even, I'll tell you what, we have rebuilt our military. What we've done has never been done before. The do-nothing Democrats have betrayed our country, and that great betrayal is over. We are finally, again, and we've been doing it now for almost 3 years. Can you believe we've been doing this for 3 years? Can you believe it? I've been a politician for 3 years. I can't believe that. I never thought I'd be called a politician. I don't like it, but it is what it is. But we're finally, again, putting America first. The radical Democrats want to destroy America as we know it. They want to indoctrinate our children and teach them that America is a sinful, wicked nation. You see that happening all the time. And I know it from personal experience. What they want to teach your kids, not good. They come home, Mommy, Daddy, this is what I learned. And you're going, oh, no, don't tell me. Let's get them into another school fast. They want to disarm law-abiding citizens. They want to take your guns away. And they want to install far-left judges to shred our Constitution. It's not happening. They want to tear down symbols of faith and drive Christians and religious believers from the public square. They want to silence your voices on social media, and they want the government to censor, muzzle, and shut down conservative voices. You know that. If they didn't hate our country, they wouldn't be doing this to our country. They wouldn't be doing it because they know better. They know better. As an example, we're building a great wall along the southern border. And it's going up rapidly. Going up. And you know, 5 years ago, almost every one of them wanted a wall. Until I came along and I said, we're going to build a great wall, because they could never get it done. And then they stopped the funding. They made it almost impossible. Few people would have been able to do what we did. But we got it from here, and we got it from there, and we got it from all over the place. And we're building that sucker right now, and it's having a tremendous effect already. Not easy. highest level, everything we said it would be. It's moving rapidly. Although the fake news back there, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. Look at all those cameras, you believe it? Look at all those red lights. Don't worry, I won't say anything bad about your network. Because a lot of times I get ready to do a number on these phony networks, and you see those red lights go off, 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 off. They don't want their viewers to see it, but that's okay. I'm not going to say it tonight. I'm going to say you're legitimate media. I don't actually mean that. But you look at that. But look at all those cameras. That's like the Academy Awards used to be before it failed. You know why it failed? You know why it failed? Because they came after us. That's why it failed. It failed because they had stupid people saying horrible things about us. Stupid. Stupid people. They are stupid people. And their ratings have dropped like a rocket. I love seeing it, I'm telling you. Love it. But no matter how hard they try, they will fail because the people of Texas and the people of America will never surrender our freedom to those people right there. We will stand strong for family, faith, God, and for country. Last week, a very dumb Democrat candidate for president, that's the end of him in this state, pledged to revoke the tax-exempt status of many churches and religious charities. And by the way, that was after, a few weeks ago, he said, "Excuse me, we're going to take your guns away." That doesn't work well in Texas. And I called him right. Remember the flailing arms? Nobody noticed it. I noticed it. The flailer. You remember he was flailing all over the place. I said, why is this guy hot? John Cornyn's going to win so easily, just like Ted Cruz won. He's going to win, no matter what happens. But John Cornyn is not talking about Beto anymore because Beto, in a few short weeks, got rid of guns and got rid of religion. Those are not two good things in Texas to get rid of. And I will never allow the federal government to be used to punish Americans for their religious beliefs. And I will never allow the IRS to be used as a political weapon, except in the case of myself, where they use it against me. The radical left tolerates no dissent. It permits no opposition. It accepts no compromise. These people are crazy. And it has absolutely no respect for the will of the American people. First, it was the Russia hoax. Then it was the smearing, which continues, that disgraceful, disgusting smearing of a fine man, Justice Kavanaugh. And now they continue the outrageous impeachment witch hunt with nothing. With nothing. They come after me, but what they're really doing is they're coming after the Republican Party, and what they're really, really doing is they're coming after and fighting you, and we never lose. I'm fighting for everyone who believes in the values, traditions, and principles that have made our nation the greatest in the history of the world. And I have to say this, we are far greater now than ever before. You go back 4 years, you go back 7, 6, 8, even you go back into another administration, you go back 10 and 12 years. Where were you compared to where you are right now? So we must hold the Democrats accountable for their lies and their corruption. They are corrupt people. And we must show and vote, and we have to go out and we have to win this election coming up. It's going to be a landslide, and we have to make it a landslide. Today's do-nothing Democrats, they don't do anything. Where's the USMCA? Everybody wants it. The Democrats even want it. And Crazy Nancy won't let anybody vote on it. She's nuts. Today's Democrats believe anyone who opposes them must be crushed. It's not just like, let's win. You know, I have to say this. The Republicans, and I'm not sure I like this because my life hasn't been this way, but the Republicans play a much softer game. They really do. When all of our stars, and we have great stars, when they went to our Speaker of the House at the time, and they asked for subpoenas, oh, let's take it easy, okay. I mean, I get that too. She hands them out like it's cookies. Here, subpoena. I heard a commentator who happens to be standing right there the other day, doesn't like us at all, but said, I've never seen anyone hand out so many subpoenas. I have people getting subpoenas I never heard of. I said, who are those people? Never saw anything like it. It's a disgrace what they're doing to our country. And we became, because of what they do, not the Republicans and not what we've done, because what they've done and what they see, when people come to my office, which is now the Oval Office, which is your office too, presidents, prime ministers, kings, queens, I hate to say it sometimes, dictators, they just don't like to go by that title. They say, sir, congratulations, sir, on what you've done. Congratulations on what you've done. It's incredible. Your economy is the greatest on earth. And let me tell you, if my crooked opponent would have won the election, right now, China would be by far the #1 nation from an economic standpoint in the world. We've gone up trillions of dollars. They've gone down trillions of dollars. And we are so far #1, so far, that they'll never catch us if we are smart right here. But the do-nothing Democrats believe anyone who opposes them has to be crushed. They don't want to just beat them. They don't want to just beat them. These are sick people. They want to crush these people. The anger, the hatred. And that any lie or crime or corruption is justified. So Schiff gets up and makes up my statement. He makes it up 100%. And then he said, he didn't speak to the whistleblower. No, we didn't see the whistleblower. And what about the whistleblower? The whistleblower got it all wrong. Who's the whistleblower? Who's the whistleblower? Who is the whistleblower? We have to know. Is the whistleblower a spy? And who is the IG that did this? All he had to do is look at the tape or look at what they wrote down, the transcribed version of the phone call. Compare that to the whistleblower's account, and you see it had nothing to do with it. So why does the IG allow a thing like this to happen to our country? Why? Why? Got a lot of bad people out there, but one by one, we're advancing. One by one. Just look at the terrible foreign corruption of the Bidens. I hate to talk about him. You know why? I don't think the guy's got a chance. Sleepy Joe, I don't think he's got a chance. I don't see it. I don't know. I've got these great, brilliant senators over here. I have all these congressmen over here. Fellas, I don't think he has a chance. I'd like him to. I'd like him to. You know, I thought Pocahontas was gone, left in embers. You got to give her credit. Those embers, they kept going. Now it looks like she's doing better. But I don't think Joe has a chance. But did you see the other night where CNN, in a totally unsubstantiated statement, the president said this about you. We're so sorry he said that. His son walked out with $1.5 billion from China. These were not the same Chinese people I just dealt with, I will tell you that. But Joe Biden was in charge of Ukraine policy while his son, with absolutely no energy experience, just got thrown out of the Navy like a dog, was paid massive sums of money by a Ukrainian energy company. You know what that's called? It's called a payoff, folks. He didn't know energy at all, knew nothing about energy. They hired him, paying him massive amounts of money, much more than the $50,000 a month you heard about. That's a lot. That's a lot. But much more. Joe Biden made them go out and fire the prosecutor on tape. But they don't want to show the tape. I had to put it up on my social media site. They don't want to show the tape where he was bragging. They're not going to get this money unless they get rid. And boo, they got rid of the prosecutor. He was investigating the son and the son's company, got rid of him. Now that's what you call quid pro quo. While these charges are totally unsubstantiated, these are the fake newsers out there. And then Biden flew, think of it. He goes into a tough place. We just made such a great deal with China. Just think of this. My guy said, if we could get $20 billion in agricultural product, that would be good. The most China ever did was $16 billion for our farmers, okay? We're just talking about the farmers. We did banking, we did everything. But we're talking about them. The most they ever did was $20 billion of product from our farmers, our great farmers, our patriot farmers, our farmers that never left us even though they were being targeted by China. They never left me. So they wanted 20 and China agreed. And I said, nope, no good. I want 50 billion, not 20 billion. 50. So my guys say, sir, we have a problem, sir. Our farmers cannot produce that much. It's true. I said, tell them to go out and get bigger tractors, right? John Deere case, Caterpillar, all American, only American tractors. We only buy American tractors. Go out and get bigger. So now China's agreed that they've already started buying. Hopefully the agreement gets signed sometime prior to a big summit that we have with President Xi and others in Chile. So that's in about 4 weeks. But think of this. They said, sir, they can't produce $50 billion. I said, I want the farmers to tell me. Remember the story about winning? We're going to win so much. We're going to the White House. We're going to tell the president, sir, we just can't stand winning. The state of Texas, John Cornyn and Ted Cruz, they're going to come into my office. Sir, we just can't stand this winning in Texas anymore. It's too much. We can't handle it. Well, that's what I want from the farmers. I want the farmers to say, sir, we just can't produce that much product. We can't do it, sir. And I'm going to say, yes, you can. And they're going to say, no, we can't. I'm going to say, yes, you can. And they're going to go out and they're going to take in 50 billion from China as opposed to 20. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. But they were great. They stuck with us through thick and thin. Now it's really working out for a lot of different groups. And in the meantime, we've taken in tens of billions of dollars of tariffs, and China's eaten the cost because they devalued their currency and they put money out. Tens of billions of dollars. It's cost us nothing. Billions and billions and billions. And you know what I did for the farmer during the lean times? I gave them $16 billion last year and $12 billion the year before. $28 billion altogether came out of the tariffs, and I had a lot of money left over, and nobody complained. And you know our farmers didn't want that money. Our farmers didn't want it. True story. Everybody comes for money. Countries come for, everybody wants money, right? They all want our money. The farmers said, sir, we don't want this money. It's a subsidy. We don't want it. I said, no, it's not a subsidy. You're being targeted unfairly. They said, no, sir, it's a subsidy. This is true. I had 35 farmers in the Oval Office. Incredible people. They didn't want it. They said, sir, just give us a level playing field. So now I gave them a field that's more than level. It's level like this. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. But the farmers, I call them the great patriots, the farmers. I never lost them. They always said, you know, yeah, I'm in trouble, I got a problem, but this should have been done many, many years ago by other presidents and other leaders. And we lose for many years $500 billion a year with China, and many other countries we lose billions. We lose with everybody, but that's all changing now. But we lose 500 billion, not million. 500 million's a lot, right? We lose 500 billion. And you know what? It's a disgrace that that was allowed to go on for 25 years. It was a disgrace. Disgrace. But now we're taking in billions of dollars. They've had the worst year they've had in 27 years, and we're having the best year we've ever had, so that's good. That's good. So Biden flew with Hunter on Air Force Two. They flew to China. Hunter walked out of the plane, had a quick meeting, walked away with $1.5 billion, and these characters back there said, oh, that's okay, there's no problem. Can you imagine if Don or Eric Trump or Ivanka Trump, who's here someplace, right here, and by the way, our great First Lady is home watching this. She said, this is the most exciting thing I've seen in a long time. She's a great First Lady, doing a great job. She's doing a great job. We're doing a great job. The whole country now is doing a great job. So Biden takes $1.5 billion, and he goes on and he allows China to rip us off. Remember he said a year ago, no, China's good. They've done nothing wrong. They're wonderful people. They are wonderful people. I don't blame China, by the way. I blame our leaders for allowing this horrible you-know-what and pillage. It's the R word. You-know-what and pillage. You know what word I'm talking about, right? I don't want to use it because they'll say it's a horrible word that Trump used. So the Bidens got rich while America got robbed. Tonight, we forcefully condemn the blatant corruption of the Democrat Party. And nobody ever pays the price with the Democrats. They're so deep-seated. They never pay the price. They never pay, but maybe soon that will start. You know, we've had a lot of Obama people and Clinton people and some, to be honest with you, we've had some pretty bad Republicans down deep that didn't exactly love us. But slowly they're getting out. They have all sorts of protections, but so he says get rid of them. Yeah, we're trying. Get rid of them. But their partner in the whole thing is the fake news media. That's the problem. Because the Democrats and the fake news media, it's a partnership, remember that, and you see it all the time. And I've never seen it to this extent. You know, when I won in the primaries, and then I won the election, I was treated horribly by the media, horribly. And then when I won the election, we had the greatest night, one of the highest rated nights in the history of television all over the world. And I won and I said, oh, the great thing. I said to Ivanka, I said to the First Lady, I said to anybody that would listen, I said, listen, this is so great. Finally, we, all of us, we're going to be respected by the media. And you know what happened? They got worse. They're worse now than they ever have been. They're crooked as hell. They're worse now than they've ever been. They're crooked. The only message these radicals, and they are radical lefties, will understand is a crushing defeat on November 3rd, 2020. Save that date. With your help, we will win back the House.